Uh... Oh no! They made 3 movies. We got Channel Awesome Cringe again.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
MMO addicted. I have to stop you, Hannah. The Geneva Convention forbids that. I have seen the pictures from the California fires. Looks scary. Let's see what we got. We got Pop Quiz Hotshot episode 2. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna make people watch more Kick-Assia, because then we'll just wind up watching the whole movie, and no one wants that. We gotta mix it up. And I want to save the movie for a time when, like, I advertise it as such. Like, we're gonna watch all the Channel Awesome movies. But, like, I don't want to do it all right now, impromptu.
Are you ready, Ian? Are you ready, Dominic? Go get the codpiece inside David Bowie's pants. Oh, wow, that was way too close for comfort. Okay, that got hurt. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Okay, this was a terrible idea for a physical challenge, but keep it going. I'm a man. I prove it because I wear tight pants usually.
Oh, I guess I should preface this in case you didn't see the last time we covered this. Pop Quiz Hotshot was a game show that Channel Awesome raised $90,000 for, and this is the end result, and it's the worst game show of all time. This is episode 2. Doug's a terrible host, and he thinks that being loud and making noises is a punchline.
Not bad. Yes, go. Oh, while you're down there. No, that's a different movie David Bowie was in. That's one from my private collection. Oh, you almost got it. Do I have green? Oh, one more. Come on.
He's constantly making noise and never not talking a joke. Oh my god, we're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Look at me, I'm in a silly outfit.
My crotch hurts so much.
That's
was a
the
terrible
joke.
idea. I'm the
Shut
Nostalgia
up,
Critic,
Doug.
and this is Pop Quiz Hotshot. Ow!
I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and ever since I was a child, I always wanted to play games quoting movies and TV with my friends. The only problem
In the words
was
of Doug
I had no
Walker, this
friends.
movie sucks.
Well, now that I have power, I can take my friends by force. With the help of my new pal, General Anesthetic, I can kidnap all the friends I want and force them to answer questions in my Saved by the Bell style set. There will be laughs, trivia, those disturbing cartoons that give you night terrors. But most of all, there will be fun. The laughter and joy will last however long I want. Heads up, America,
You heard this
for
was Mike
this is
Machad's
Pop
idea, not
Quiz
even Doug
Hotshot.
wanted to do it. That sounds about right.
Okay, I'm back. I'm General Anesthetic.
Did I listen to the thing Linkara
Welcome
put
back to
out
Ow My
last year, A
Balls.
Voice from
I
the
can
Dark?
tell
No,
why
I'm not
that
familiar.
man has the silver balls to cover up the fact that
Yes, Channel Awesome Cringe won again. My rule for the wheel, we've talked about this in previous streams, if it gets 2 times in a row, we'll watch it. If we get the same thing 3 times in a row, I'll spin again, just to keep the variety going. But 2 times in a row, I mean, that's the nature of the wheel. Like, if you get it, you get it. This is actually not a joke. I genuinely have no people who like me. Oh, we like you, Cascadia93. A Voice from the Dark, Linkara. Let me look. A Voice from the Dark, Linkara. It's an audio play. A Voice from the Dark is a 2019 6-part audio play co-written and directed by Louis Lovehog of Atop the Fourth Wall fame. The production is both a reunion and a massive multiplayer crossover of former contributors of Channel Awesome. Linkara and several other internet critics are invited to an abandoned mansion called Scarsdale Manor, but are uninformed of why they are there. Everyone is inside, the floor collapses, trapping them in an underground catacomb. Split into several groups, they must try and escape. But they're not alone, with monsters, unknown horrors, and voices coming from the darkness, not to be confused with the comic A Voice in the Dark. No, not me, Doug. Christ, Hannah, my friggin' partner is a mod here. I'm incredible. Sorry, Cascadia. I'm sorry. Who's in this? Is there like a cast list? I guess I'm just curious. Honestly, in terms of like if you're gonna do a crossover with all these people, like An audio thing makes the most sense. I just want to see the cast.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Oh, IMDb. Perfect. Daddy Sume with a bit. Yeah, that's me. Stop giving them my clout. Let's see. Mike Dodd, Garrett Snook, Lehman Kessler, Louis Lovehog, who's Linkara, Diamanda, Hagen, Amanda Spicall, William Swade, some jerk with a camera, Blockbuster Buster, Maven of the Eventide. Okay, so it's some of the people from, like, Channel Awesome. I gotcha. Oh, Nella, yeah. See if there's anyone else I recognize. Mars Girl, Nash, Mike J. What a shock. Lindsay Ellis didn't want to be near that with a 100-foot pole, it looks like. She's not in it.
His balls are probably blue, and that's some sort of medicated lotion that he puts on there. But we're not here to bust my balls. I am here to bust your balls. Ian and Minion. Now, Minion, I respect that in this scenario especially, but I just gotta ask, why that name?
Well, it's a long story.
Hey, Doug, have you considered spending some of the $90,000 you guys raised for this to get sound masking to make it less echoey in your game show studio? That'd be good.
That'll take hours and hours. But the short version is, there was a lot more Minions, and I was the third one, but I'm the only one left now. So it just stuck with me.
How confusing. I will not ask any more questions because I feel it will scare me even more. Ian, it says here that you are into voice acting. What kind of voices can you do?
I can do a lot of comedic accents, and sometimes the voices take over. I can do Yoda, the Emperor, from Star Wars.
Yoda was the Emperor in one of those episodes? I never knew that.
Well, one or the other.
One or the other? Do them both together right now. You're going to have a promising career. It's going to be unbelievable.
Come watch Doug bully contestants for 20 minutes. Isn't this entertaining?
We are not here for that. We are here to find out how this game works. General Anesthetic, tell us how.
Each contestant is asked a series of questions involving nostalgia quotes. If the contestant does not know the answer, but can make the nostalgia critic laugh, 10 points are still given. But look out for the spazzy.
That's the dumbest rule that completely breaks this game show, is if you make Doug laugh with your wrong answer, you still get points. Because A, Doug gives it even when he doesn't explicitly laugh, and B, Doug laughs at the dumbest shit. Like, if you just make a reference or do random humor where you're like, ah ha ha ha, like, oh, what quote is this movie from? Live long and prosper or something, or what show? And you go like, Petticoat Junction. Doug will laugh because it's like a wrong answer, but it's so random. So it's like, it's real easy to win this game show. And even if you win, you get like $100. It's not worth it.
First one to hit their buzzer when they appear ends the round, while the other has to pay the penalty through round 2, where the quotes get even harder. The winner with the most points faces off against the nostalgia critic in a one-on-one match. If the contestant wins, they walk out with a cash prize, and also their lives. If they lose, the cash prize will be added to the next contestant's winnings.
All right, Ian and Minion, are you ready for me to ask questions with my legs crossed the whole entire time? I'll assume you are. Ian, name the Disney actor who said everything the light touches is our kingdom.
Jim Belushi?
So close, James Earl Jones. Oh, like that close. Minion, finish this line. Soil and green is...
Never clean?
It's people.
Good guess. There's some truth to that too. It's actually people. It's delicious. Ian, in what 70s classic did a character named Dean Warmer say, fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son?
Planes, trains, and automobiles?
I love how afraid you are when you say planes, trains, and automobiles. And people don't usually see that as a scary movie. But it could be because I have a Jello cough on me right now too. But no, that is wrong. It is actually Animal House. Minion, what actor said, do you feel lucky, punk?
Clint Eastwood?
Yes. Ian, which Batman movie had the line, mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, but a kiss can be even deadlier?
Batman and Robin?
There were negative points right now, my friend. Batman Returns.
Funny about the
Minion. What Batman?
It's funny because Doug is angry. Catalina Gearbox with $5. This show is so cringe, the only way to win is to kill everyone. If this were a game show, you'd get 10 points for making me laugh. Ugh.
Batman actor said sometimes you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Adam West.
Yes, something Joel Schumacher knows very well. Ian, name the movie where Bruce Willis said, yeah, one more thing. None of them want to pay taxes again.
Die Hard?
No, Armageddon. Actually, I thought he just said that to Wesley Snipes. Minion, in which Coen Brothers movie did a character say, I'll be taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got?
The Matrix?
I remember when Keanu Reeves said that, yes.
These contestants are real bad.
I'll be taking these
At least in the first episode, people were answering questions.
Huggies, whatever cash you got. That's actually Raising Arizona, said by an actor who looks like he's just as much not there. Ian, in X-Men, when Cyclops asks Wolverine to prove it's really him, what is his reply?
You're a butthead?
You know what? Give it to him. That's just.
Yikes. Cascadia 93. People only laugh at my jokes. Only mine. Only Doug funny. Only Doug. Doug!
Nothing funny about the tools
Duggar
of
White 24 with
capitalism.
a bit. I could see this working if the guy with the gun went postal because he can't stand the cringe.
Seeing Hugh Jackman with his sideburns go, you're a butthead. It's just too funny an image. Minion. In Who Framed Roger Rabbit, when Eddie Valiant asks Jessica Rabbit, seriously, what do you see in that guy? What does she say?
His
He
sense
makes
of
me
humor.
laugh.
Yes, Ian.
Oh.
What disaster movie had the line, we have cows?
Twister.
Yes, I also accepted the Christy Alley movie. Minion, finish this Happy Gilmore line.
Is that just a Kirstie Alley's fat joke? Is that the joke?
Said by Adam Sandler
Wait, is she in Twister? No, right?
during a fistfight. The price is...
Wrong, bitch.
Yes, Ian. In what movie did Ben Stiller say, how can we expect to teach children how to read if they can't even fit inside the building?
Zoolander?
Yes! Minion, in Airplane, whenever a character says, surely you must be joking, the reply is, I'm not joking.
Don't call me Shirley.
You're missing an and, but I will give you that 10 points. Ian, finish this Doc Ock line from Spider-Man 2. Peter Parker, brilliant, but...
There's
Stupid?
nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
How does that make any sense? Brilliant but stupid. I mean, yeah, that is kind of the Spider-Man movies in a nutshell, but still, no. It's brilliant but lazy. Actually, I also like the Spider-Man movies the more I think about it. Minion, supply the reply to this Goldfinger dialogue. You
What's this
expect
all
me to
building
talk?
up to?
No,
Oh, they get
cry.
to do questions to the Nostalgia Critic, and then they win $100 or something.
That is not correct.
I didn't even
But
hear what he said.
by God, did that make me laugh, so I give you that.
No.
Supply the reply to this Goldfinger dialogue. You expect me to talk?
No, I expect you to cry.
Oh, that's not very funny. That's
That
not
is
funny.
not correct. But by God, did that make me laugh, so I'm giving you the 10 points. The answer is no, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. The goal was just to make Mr. Bond cry. That'd be like the weakest James Bond villain ever. Ian, in Goodfellas, what actor said, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster?
Joe Pesci?
No, Ray Liotta. Minion, what classic horror film had the line, your mother's in here with us, Karis?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
No, The Exorcist. Also, a porno had that line.
Andrew
Ian,
Dickers. Oh no,
finish
Tucker
this
White
line from
24. Oh,
Apocalypse
whatever
Now. I
deity
love
is
the smell of
listening, make
napalm
it
in the morning.
stop.
Smells like...
Death.
I would have loved if you said Teen Spirit. No, victory! Minion, finish this famous Roy Schneider line. Smile, you...
Son of a bitch.
Yes! Well, somebody has to hit the buzzer. There we go, okay. Ian, you have avoided the spaz attack, which means that, Minion, you must pay the penalty. It is a penalty of my choosing. I say, you're giving me a He-Man vibe. I want you to dress up and say all your answers like He-Man. So that is what we are gonna do. While that's going on, Ian, you get to
$90,000
enjoy
is how
the
much they
spazzy
raised for this.
cartoon.
I'm sorry, Timmy, but you will never see your father again. What?
Wow, I don't know who animates.
Violence is the punchline, right? In and of itself, it's just funny when random violence happens. right?
Those, but I should give him some of my medication. With that said, we return with Minion. You look like a man who has things figured out.
Why, thank you.
We're gonna go into round 2 now, where the questions get much harder. We're just gonna jump right into it. Ian, in Ghostbusters, Louis Tully said many Shuvs and Zools knew what it was to be roasted in the depths of what creature?
There's nothing funny about the tools
Monkey?
of capitalism.
That is surprisingly
Like
wrong.
the
The
slore?
giant slore. Minion, in which Coen Brothers
Surprised I
movie
remember
was
that.
Steve Buscemi's character described as kind of funny looking?
I mean, for children, yeah,
I got
often.
nothing.
You know, it's He-Man just looking so defeated. I got nothing. Yeah, you know, give it a 10 points. That's the
That's
acceptance
not funny, Doug. What?
of that failure is
Like, the rules of this game make no sense.
was quite touching in all the right ways. Ian, what early kids sports movie had the line, "I just figured out why the Cubs lose every year. They've got more talent in the stands than they do in the field"?
Rookie of the Year?
Yes, Minion. Who was the actor that tried to say it was the Dukes while being choked in Trading Places?
Skeletor?
You should be screaming it more. That's your arch enemy, man. Skeletor, come on, scream it, yell it.
Skeletor!
Louder!
Skeletor!
Announce it to the world!
Skeletor!
No. Ian.
Bellsbub, thank you for subscribing with Prime.
Which Star Trek movie contains the line, "Damn it, Bones, I need you"?
Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan?
So close, it's actually Star Trek the slow motion picture. I think it was also in the porno as well. Minion. In Casablanca, Humphrey Bogart said, "Play it again, Sam." True or false?
False.
Correct. Ian. Which Al Pacino movie had the line, "We can climb out of hell 1 inch at a time"?
Don't kill me?
Good answer, but sadly it's not true. It's the one where he screamed. In this case, Any Given Sunday. Minion. Keith David asked Ben Stiller, "Is it the Frank or the beans in what movie?"
Madagascar!
No, it's actually There's Something About Mary, but by God, when
And it's like so random when Doug laughs. Like, sometimes when people say a random, really wrong movie, he'll laugh and give them the points. Or he won't laugh, but he'll be like, "Oh, that was funny, I'll give you the points." But other times he doesn't. There's no consistency.
That'd be amazing if he said as Goliath in Madagascar. That would be the greatest movie ever. I would definitely
How is
pirate
kidnapping
that.
people
Ian.
funny? Remember, to Doug, there's nothing funnier than violence as a punchline. That's the joke. Violent thing happening. It's funny. That's the joke to him. I'm not saying violence can never be used in service of a joke, but the joke needs to be more than just, "and then they were threatened," or "and then this person got hurt." Like, that's not a joke in and of itself, right? I don't know.
Late night talk show host said, "Would you like to buy a monkey in the movie Cabin Boy?"
David Letterman?
Yeah. You saw Cabin Boy?
Yes.
I'll still give you the points, because you know that took courage. That took courage to admit, even more courage to see it. Minion. Who was the character that said "that's a lot of fish" in the 1998 Godzilla classic?
Matthew Broderick.
Yes, but I'm not going to give you the points because we agreed nobody would ever utter his name again. I kid. I give you the point. I give you the points. Ian. Which movie had the line, "Why do you wear that stupid bunny suit"?
Donnie Darko?
Yes, I also accepted North. Minion. Robert De Niro said, "I'll make him an offer he can't refuse" in what movie?
Catalina Gearbox with $1. I think Doug has lost all sense with reality, and this is funny in his own head. I guess. It's just so not
Godfather?
funny, and it's just
No,
boring.
it is actually Godfather Part 2. Clearly, He-Man is not up on his mobster films. I bet you know Godfather 3 like the back of your hand, right? Ian. What 90s comedy features the line, "I have been stabbed, shot, poisoned, frozen, hung, electrocuted, and burned"?
Hopefully not me.
Well, the night is young. I'll give you the points for that. That was a delightful plea. It's actually Groundhog Day.
Like, he didn't laugh. It's supposed to be if you make Doug laugh, you get the points. He didn't laugh at that. What are the rules to this game, Doug?
In Robin Hood Men in Tights, what character said he dared to kill a king's dare?
The sheriff? Of Nottingham?
Yes! And that sound means the round is over. It looks like we have Ian at 80 points and Minion with 110 points, which means Minion goes on to the final round to go up against me. Ian, I'm so sorry. I'm really not. You deserve what's coming to you. I didn't like you. I didn't like your glasses. I want you just out of here. Go.
There's nothing funny about
You want to have your hands up?
capitalism.
No, I should pull them back up. That's funny. Be sure to do the thing
24.
we,
Maybe this could be
can't
funny if
actually
Doug
say
was the
online.
one
It's
being
thing
forced
you
to
can't say
gunpoint to
online.
run a
We will
god-awful
be
game
back
show.
after this.
Maybe. I mean, I think the whole, like, idea of having the premise of the game show being, like, under duress is kind of dumb in the first place, but, like, if you're gonna do it, you should probably have someone forcing the host to do it, right? Like, you're gonna host this bad game show, and they're like, really? And if they don't like the question, they can be like, this is a bad question. They threaten it. Like, it's not funny still, but, like, I think it's better than, like, fake threatening your contestants as a joke. I don't know. Neither's funny, but if you're gonna do it, I think the threatening the host is a funnier joke than threatening contestants. Neither is very funny, but one is slightly funnier than the other.
If you would like to be a contestant on Pop Quiz Hotshot and live in the Chicagoland area, send a video via YouTube stating your name, age, and why you think you would be a good contestant.
I forgot what episode it is. There's one episode, though, where one of the contestants just roasts Doug the whole time, and he gets madder and madder, and that one's amazing.
Welcome back to Pop Quiz Hotshot. Minion, congratulations. You'll be battling against a nostalgia critic in our final round. I'll be reading off 7 questions. The one who answers the most correctly will win the game. The one who doesn't? Well, we'll see. If you win, Minion, you'll win this.
A paid trip to this resort! Postcard in the middle of our hallway, as well as $100 in cash, and of course, you're live.
Today,
Of capitalism.
Daddy Sume with a bit. Yeah, because you can at least have the schadenfreude of the host's misery, making it the bedrock. This is just bad because you never know how funny the contestants will be, and it's just flawed, yeah. You should never have a show whose premise is based upon your contestants being good at improv. You just shouldn't. Because improv is bad even when professionals do it half the time. I'm not saying improv can never be funny, but even stuff like Whose Lines Is It Anyway, which I'd put like, that's like if you're showing someone what improv is. Whose line is it anyway? Boom, there you go. They're great at it. But like, A, they've been doing it for like years and years and years, and they're really, really good at that kind of thing. And B, like they edit out the bad stuff. You know what I mean? Whose Line Is It Anyway doesn't show you every single game they play on the show. Sometimes they do a bad job and they edit those ones out. Improv is good as a starting point, but like it's at its best when it's like pared down after the fact. Even movies that use a lot of like improv stuff, like I don't know, Talladega Nights or Anchorman, like they cut out so much stuff of those movies that was just bad and unfunny. Like, improv, you can get amazing stuff out of improv. But boy, do you need to cut out, like, 90% of the bad stuff to get to the good. That's why, like, live improv nights can be real bad, because there's no editing going on. Daddy Sume with a bit. How bad is you and Jake's improv with chick tracks? You two should do a live chick track recording so we can see how awful it is. I mean, I think we're better at it now, but, like, oh yeah, in the past, I'd cut out a ton of stuff of those chick tracks. And even so, bad stuff gets in there, you know, just because some of it's integral to, like, the plot of the tract, so you can't cut it. Like, improv is hit or miss at best. And I say that as someone who has done, like, improv online. Like, it's just the name of the game, you know? And that's for people who do it regularly. Like, asking contestants or audience members to do so, bad idea. Really, really bad idea.
today's theme is Simpsons quotes. I'll be reading each of you 7 quotes, and your answer is going to be either Mr. Burns or Smithers.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
Minion.
Cascadia 93. The difficulty of improv is what makes Robin Williams the funniest man ever for me. Nobody could compete with him for that. Yeah, that dude's brain must have just been, like, wired for that stuff. I can't believe how quick he's able to, like, not only think of, like, He's instantaneously able to, like, think of a premise for a joke, think of a voice to do for the joke, and then, like, it's just amazing. If you've ever seen him actually do the improv, it's bananas how quick his brain worked. Daddy Sume, like with the Y hole, that was a cringe joke. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was me trying to be edgy. It's bad. Real bad stuff. Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. I remember one Chick Tract recording where near the beginning Hannah says, "This is our third recording because we went way too far downhill," and Jake just sounds defeated like, "Yeah, we're tired." I do remember that. And that's the worst thing too, because like the more you do it, the more tired you get, and it gets worse most of the time. So I don't know. Yeah, you found it funny when you were 15. You found the Y hole funny when you were 15. Way too cringy. Oh yeah, totally.
Are you ready?
I was even too old for that shit at that point. I was like 18, 19 at that point.
Yes.
Chief, are you ready?
I was born ready.
Let's begin. Minion, I think women and semen don't mix.
Mr. Burns.
Incorrect. Critic. Bobo, I know I say this every century, but I'll never leave you behind again.
Mr. Burns.
Correct. Minion, I discussed this with our lawyers and they consider it murder.
Mr. Smithers.
Correct. Critic, if I came into your room and started sniffing at your crotch and slobbering all over your face, what would you say?
Mr. Burns.
Correct. Minion, you may hug my shadow.
Mr. Burns.
Correct. Critic, welcome aboard. I guess my Swahili is not as good as yours.
Mr. Burns?
Incorrect. Minion. Oh, and one more thing. You must find the jade monkey before the next full moon.
Mr. Smithers.
Incorrect. Critic. We'll take the spruce moose. Hop in.
Mr. Burns.
Correct. Minion. I like the way Snrub thinks.
Mr. Burns.
Incorrect. Critic. I love you. In those colors.
Smithers.
Correct. Minion. Thank you for making my last moments on Earth socially awkward.
Mr. Smithers.
Incorrect. Critic. And yet, I've led a solitary life. The fair sex remains a mystery to me.
Mr. Smithers.
Incorrect. Minion. Father, I'm not Catholic. I tried to march to the St. Patrick's Day parade, but anyway.
Mr. Burns.
Incorrect. And
Okay, this guy apparently just has never watched The Simpsons, because some of these are really easy to get. It's just a Mr. Smithers or Mr. Burns. If it's like a vaguely, like, reference to being gay, then it's Smithers, because Smithers is gay. If it's about being old, it's Mr. Burns.
finally, critic, tell you.
Why is he the final boss? He's not even that good. It's because Doug has a huge ego, and he thinks he's the best, and he needs to be the final challenge.
Hey, what? We come back and everyone's slaughtered? I owe you a Coke.
Mr. Burns.
Correct. And the winner is...
Oh, halloo-hallay! Happy day for me! Yes, please go ahead, leave him off and do whatever you want to him, man. Whatever I would want to him.
Get out!
I'm the Nostalgia Critic, and I will see you next time! Do you think I look pretty in pink?
Absolutely.
I think I look lovely.
Indeed.
You know, you might want to change this to sort of a pink ensemble. I think it'd go well for you.
I could try it out probably during Easter or something like that, dress up as the Easter Bunny.
Is pink the color the Easter Bunny is?
Yes. Oh, it could be any color, actually. I don't judge.
Seen the Easter Bunny.
Oh no, see that's one rule you don't break in improv. Don't say no. That's one improv rule. It's like the only rule. Don't say no. If someone says, "Is that the color the Easter Bunny is?" You do not say no. You say yes and. That's like the one improv rule. There is no no. There is only yes and.
What's he or she like?
Oh, he was tall, gave a
MH Dark Beast with a 4-month subscription streak. Happy Hanniversary. Thanks for the subscription. Appreciate it.
lay a lot of eggs, way too many eggs. I thought he probably oversaturated the market with eggs. Actually, it was kind of it's actually kind of disturbing.
Is that why you shot him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was delicious.
Catalina
Yes, he
Gearbox
was.
donated $5. Says people
have
died.
leopard
That's
necks.
funny. Their one joke. It's the joke he has. Looking back at the video you both made when hold on.
Nothing funny about the tools.
Looking back at the video you both made when Jack died is like looking back in a time machine of the people who you used to associate with. Oh god, I don't even remember who was in that